Okay, it sounds like I got mail again. But anyway, welcome back to our Conjurer playthrough. So, it looks like a wild rose by any other name. Camp Drybone. Okay, and I am not level enough to get my next Conjurer quest, so let us head to Camp Drybone. Eastern Thanaland. Oh, okay, I'm closest to Central, so I might hit up Central. Alright, so there's probably going to be a lot of cuts here. I'm just probably going to show me attuning to Aetherites and making my way towards Camp Drybone. Music is much more ominous here. I'm just grabbing. I think this is Camp Blue Frog? Yeah. Blue Fog. That's right, it's Blue Fog. I keep calling it Blue Frog for some reason. So if I make that slip up again, I do apologise, but I'm grabbing that one before we head to Camp Drybone again. Eastern Thanaland, here we are. Okay, no, it's just I'll say a short run considering what I just did to Camp Drybone. But before I complete this quest, I will take the Aetherite. I am unfortunately notorious for forgetting to do that. Oh, here we go. That's a couple of broken ankles. Alright. Isambard. I'm not entirely sure how to say this gentleman's name. I'm Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Oh, Glamour Dispeller. Unsolved mystery. Isambard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of Kohlers at the Church of Saint Adama Landamar. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Charming. Worth it. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? I do like the fact that they turned into flowers. That is actually kind of a really sweet detail. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Emulger? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Emulger remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Emulger raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travellers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? I think that's why you have an adventurer to do all the legwork. What poor people think. How is that actually worse for me than what I'm currently wearing? Oh, because what I'm currently wearing is a level 25. That makes sense. I have really got to update my gear. Oh my gosh, yes, I do. Isambard aims to turn his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people better than anyone else here. Well, I just added a word for the sake of it. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write you a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Well, gods be damned. You're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Uldar. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Please don't breathe on me. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours is Bud. Folks around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labour out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. Hungry beggar. Please, sir, just leave me be. Okay. Devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. They'll take who or what's been feeding off us low folk. Amazing. Petrified pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please, don't kill me. Why would I kill you in broad daylight in the middle of this town square? Or circle, middle of the town circle. And then I guess it's back to the inn. Yes, okay. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and move to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, honestly don't know what you're saying because I've been to Costa del Sol and... meh. Welcome back. Have you learned Order of Import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Ungust? Ungust it is. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if you speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. I'll take the bronze pieces. Hey! One more level and then I can get my next conjurer quest. What level is this? It's a level 15. How is this higher level, even higher eye level, and it's still worse for me? Make it make sense. Isambard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the Church of Saint Adamar Latimer. That was a goddamn Lalafell, wasn't it? It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. As long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. Mark? He tends the graves of the Lichyard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Mark. I am Mark, yes. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. What is up with his boots? Oh well. Up on the ridge. Yep, okay, I'll take it. Ah, shit, I dropped down the wrong spot. May they walk in Thul's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you'll find Sister Orson within the church walls. Widow. Ah, hello. A year you've done us a service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Mark... God dang it, I don't know. I'm just going to call him Mark. Would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behaviour ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offence at this conduct. I must have words with Markin soon. Wait, Daddy Thaddy took offence? Doesn't seem like him. He's just so easygoing. Thank you. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Oh, yeah. Do you blame them? Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orson herself? Orson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper marks. I'd swear to the 12 I'd seen that face elsewhere before. The mystery continues and it deepens. Alright, what have we got? For the children. Oh, when children are involved, it's never a good thing. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orson's integrity. Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy and see if you cannot glean anything from him about Orson's activities. Wow, sorry I tripped over that real soon. Okay, where am I going? Oh, okay, up there. Oh, it's a panda! Oh my goodness, I've not been speaking to the Chocobo Keeps. Which I probably should be doing, considering they're going to be one of the best ways to travel around. Sorry, that thought literally just occurred to me. Anyway, back to running. Uncombed urchin. Please help, Sister Orson went out on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order of and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Alrighty. You, you're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. What was the point of this? What? Okay. We came up here and we were supposed to find incriminating evidence or something. Instead, we rescue her and then we just leave? Oh my gosh, where in the world is the chocobo porter? Are they up above? Ah, tiny chocobo keep. Okay, get that one. Worth it. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. God's forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Malja, wrong places. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I'm well glad I reserved the inn route for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially led on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Southeast. Oh, okay, it's a bit of a distance out there. But nonetheless, I am completely over-leveled for this area, so I should be able to just run through. Ah, there you are. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicion about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as his encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Oscar. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Well, I suppose it's alright if my good looks get messed up. Oh, that was all I had to grab. Okay, then. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Many a things. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of the children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldthol seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. I am not running all the way back there. Nope. Yes. My saviour comes again. To what do I owe the honour this day? A queer leaflet, if you wouldn't mind. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? The plot thickens. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. At least I think I'm slowly getting closer to the better rewards for my level. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Not for my level. Okay, dressed to deceive. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Never a good thing. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Oscar and me serve luck with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but the two of you are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Oh my god! Oh my god! These will serve very well. You have my thanks. You couldn't have washed them first? Listen, so as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Okay, equip that, and these pants. No, that's not it. Leave that in there. There we go. Okay. Person whose name I can barely pronounce. Swainhilt? I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azima is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. That doesn't fill an empty stomach, my friend. And you are? Humph, another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Just, wow, that was rude. Addleston. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Yeah, there's one up there. Where's the other one, though? What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Okay, right into that. Are they inside somewhere? Yes. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. She was at least kind about it. Oh, thank you. Hello. You have quite the knack for being a nuisance. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. Wonderful. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Okay. A fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nulthol, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nold. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury? 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 A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mama, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards, you tricked me. Please don't help me. I was only doing it to protect my people. You have people? Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there if not born. Some months ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. That was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ah, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prise everything I can out of this filth. Oh my god. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Speak with Minfilia at the Waking Sands. Oh, I don't have tickets for that yet. Dang it. No, wait. Yes, I do. Thank goodness. I decided to check that. Oh, I just realized I'm still in the getup I'm meant to be wearing. Welcome back. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Life, materia, and everything. Oh, what's this? A level 18 weapon coffer? What? Oh, I'll go to level 29. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must need... I hate that. We must be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypods, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. I am actually glad that I got this Aetherite. So I'm actually kind of searching for a pillar of smoke and I don't see it. Oh, there we go. There it is. That took a minute to load in. Shkor? Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pods? Fighty Tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighting Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighting Tool is unstrung as Eating Tool. Make good Teachy show of power of materia. Oh my god! The Materia Master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool. Yes, materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you, it must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. I am not doing that god-awful pirate accent. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from something as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowledge of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander... Okay, you know what? Saying crafty making is a lot more difficult than saying crafting. I get they probably want to have a dialect, but at the same time, they probably have their own speech. So if they're coming in and learning the common tongue, doesn't make sense that they would make it more difficult for themselves. But maybe that's just me. Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. You sound like a dietary fiber drink. And back to Vesper Bay. And welcome back. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. It proved something, alright. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Lord of the Inferno, Minfilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to exact some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. Yeah, I know who he is. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The immortal flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the immortal flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him, such as his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeants leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. I do apologise if you can hear the birds, and we've had a couple of warm days here because the storm's rolling through, so I've got my window open. And the birds are currently enjoying the sunshine. Alright, so Camp Drybone. Are they? Where are they? Are they up? I don't think they're up. They would tell me they were up, wouldn't it? Whoa, what the? Yeah, so they're actually down. Is in the right spot. Worth it. Oh my gosh, are they inside here? Yes, they are. My god. Ah, you're of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prise from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The Lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungus, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the trader, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. The Invisible City. Oh, okay, over there. So just outside the Golden Bazaar, which I might take the Chocobo Porter there. Gosh, okay, I don't know which way the... You know, since I was already going this way, I may as well continue up and around. Oh, I feel bad about that. They did all the work and I somehow got some of the glory there. Okay. I remember this, I may end up actually failing it. Okay. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Ooh-ah. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Hehehe. Traitorous flame soldier. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding in information from the inside. Ah, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. I look forward to putting you down. Our Malta friends will keep you company. Filthy traitors when I get my hands on you. No, is there one in particular I should be focusing on? How long will you last, I wonder? Excuse me, do you mind? I am trying to heal. The show is only just beginning. Okay, well at least I managed to last. Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. I fear the Amalja means to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The bowl of embers now accessible. Okay, so good old duty finder. Oh, I need trials. Okay. Hopefully it won't be too long of a wait. Less than 5 minutes. And here we go. Wonderful. It was eerily quiet in that area, and I don't like that. Lord of Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Sorry, I'm actually trying to rush through this so that I don't keep them waiting too much longer. Mighty Ifrit will bring you ignorant savages who know not your godhood. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. I mean, fair enough. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This isn't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Oh, it sucks to be you, doesn't it? Pitiful children of man, by my breath claim you. Arise once more, as melee Finians, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. O mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible, by what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Huh, okay. Forsooth, my frail mortal flame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth... Oh, that's it, I'm done. I'm not going to try and spit out half of that. So, basically the gist of it is, it belongs. Alright. Oh. My goodness, they're all so patient with me while I was going through that. Alright, speak with Thancred at Camp Drybone. Oh my goodness. There you are. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity after witnessing their god's ignominious defeat. The Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah yes, I was in the process of apologising. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. Well, mine and 3 other people that were extremely sweet. That is the deed of no ordinary individual. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You meanwhile have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Alright, and then back to the waking sands. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Then why are you stopping me? My late arrival nearly cost Oscar his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... It is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. Okay. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. I was not curious at all, and I don't need the explanation, please. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. I don't care! When all is worth the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. Adherents? And in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades from in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. I really didn't need everything else leading up to that reveal. The recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Memphilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope you will continue to stand with us. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louis Soir would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Don't we all? Oh my gosh, I'm so close to level 35. A hero in the making. Memphilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Ew. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Therefore, you travelled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward. Stop putting words in my mouth. Confirming to Ida and Papalymo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons? Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Signs of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Liminsa to offer said hero a place of honour within our ranks. As you can see, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organisation would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Oscar's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames would know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Yeep. Your reputation precedes you, Master Christie. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you will always be welcomed among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strengths to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace never reigns. That was a slip. And let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12's Wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Uldar. No thanks. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Limitsa to the shores of glory. No thanks. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, may I have a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing. Well, if I know, then why are you telling me? Organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Uldar. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavours. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserve your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will of course recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold a remembrance service. Well, as part of the proceedings, I'm given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. That flame officer scares me. Very well. Let him hear our leaders speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I'm going with Order of the Twin Adders. I always do. I can't help it. They've got the cutest officer for me. Okay, I like Elozens. It's not my fault. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention. Oh my god. Yet know that great power will attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I could think of no better arrangement. The achievements will be bullshit. I'll be the one doing all the legwork and getting into danger, but they'll take the credit. Oh, I suppose that's a great allegory for life, isn't it? Of course, joining one organisation need not mean leaving another. I hope we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow you to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Oh my. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tartary. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. I was only the envoy for it. Okay, I do not remember the remembrance service at all. Go figure. But before I continue on with this, I am going to have to call it there because I think I've been recording for either over an hour or close to an hour. So I will say this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.